Spring morning seemed to come awfully early. But you forget all your troubles during the hour-and-a-half drive west along the Trans-Canada Highway into the Canadian Rockies and world-famous Banff National Park. It's strictly illegal and dangerous to feed the outwardly friendly bears, and the practice will stop just as soon as the bears learn to read the signs. All national parks are sanctuaries for wildlife. I envied Nan and Dave right then. They were seeing Banff for the first time, a pleasure I'd enjoyed so many years before that I'd lost all track. I wondered what Dave would recall best about the Swiss-like resort town, which of his impressions would be most vivid in his schoolroom travel time essays next winter. As for Nancy, there was absolutely no question. Mounties always get their men, and the women too, it seems. It's not fair. She hasn't looked at me like that in years. The castle-like Banff Springs Hotel was all we had time left for. With so much still unseen, we agreed we'd have to stop overnight. Banff is an old friend of mine, but I'd never enjoyed myself more. In 1899, a flooding mountain stream washed away a railroad bridge and stranded 4 trainloads of passengers at Banff. To entertain them, a program of Indian dancing and rituals was hastily arranged. It was the first of the Banff Indian Days, which now draw 10,000 spectators annually and bring 1,000 Indians to an ancient campsite at the foot of Stony Squaw Mountain. On Tunnel Mountain, there's another meeting place, the internationally known Banff School of Fine Arts. Students and instructors come from all over the world to participate in 6 weeks of classes, more often held outside than in. On nearby Sulphur Mountain, it only takes 10 minutes to reach the top of the world. An enclosed gondola lift runs right to the peak of the 7,500-foot mountain. The view is a full circle of 360 degrees. Its circumference is the horizon of mountain tops some 90 miles off. The mountain was named for the deep sulfur springs that bubble out at the base, and the naturally warm water is very popular the year round. With only one more day to spare, there was so little time and so many places unexplored, places like Jasper, Moline Lake, the Valley of the 10 Peaks, Waterton Park. It was a tough choice, but we headed west early next day past Mount Eisenhower to our first stop, Lake Louise. Fed from towering Victoria Glacier, it's one of the 7 loveliest landscapes in the world, to quote the Chamber of Commerce. If Lake Louise is the picture window of the country, then its refrigerator lies a couple of hours north. The Columbia ice fields cover 130 square miles with ice to depths of 2,000 and 3,000 feet. The drip alone from this giant ice cube is enough to begin 3 of North America's great rivers. Bone-shaking snowmobiles are the only way to explore the 5 accessible miles of the largest glacial field on the continent south of the Arctic Circle. Midsummer skiing is not as easily come by as the more popular winter type, but the devout sportsman doesn't have to let a few mere miles of jagged snow and ice stand between him and the pleasures of the glacial snow dome.